Good morning, my friends. Back in Russia, or still in Russia. It's we've gone far enough south. We're out of the snow. We're into the greenery, which is nice. Realized I want to change my transmission here. Let's go back to the repair place, which is in here. Here too. Kind of weird this bears in here. Find out soon. There it is, the back there in the corner. Hopefully, we may have to go around the other side. I've been to this, or very, no, it's on this. We are. Lights. Dealer. Can we get, oh, we had to go. Good thing we did not bring the trailer. That would have sucked. Okay. And I don't want the dealer, do I? Here, where the hell? Let's drive right by. Oh, it's in the garage. Et voila. Sure, it's in the garage. There it is. Okay, let's get a good run at this. Can I fit in the garage? Okay. One point, this map had garages where. Oh, shit, la merde. Okay. Apparently, there's a hole in the road. Luckily, I was able to back out. Okay, truck maintenance and repairs. Just the tires. Okay, then tuner. Okay, now transmissions. What I did was I changed the rear ratio. I need to change the front ratio too. So this is better. This is going to be a higher ratio differential and a lower. So this is going to be great for going up hills. I'm probably not going to get stuck again with this bloody load. The engine is excuse me, what's my next highest? Jeez. There we go. The morning plan. Let's go to the 900. Just because it takes us a long time to get up to speed with 103 tons. So our flags are good, Canadian and Russian. Oh, back out of here. Let's just actually get in here, like that. Okay, and we'll drive out and hook up again. And once we've hooked up, we'll be in a position to head out on the highway and continue this expedition. Still have a long way to go. Hello. comme ça. Excuse me. Okay. My wheels are up. Yes, they are. Okay. And our map is wrong. If it thinks I've got 33 hours to go, it's wrong. Whatever it wants me to do. No, we're not doing that. We are going here. And then we are going here. And then we're going here. So, back to 170 hours. Silly game. We don't need those stinking shortcuts. Do we? So we're gassed, repaired, and we can probably... the engine's out of this. Let me see what the retarder is like on this one. I'll just drive actually and use it. Sorry, but not. Okay, what's the retarder sound like? It is loud. I won't put it on automatic, auto retarder. Just gets to be a little much. Okay, let's get back in the truck here. Nothing much to see. That one. 65 would be good. So next time I see a hill, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna see a hill coming up. I'll do a pause ahead of it and then stop part way up and see what happens if I stop. If I actually can restart on a hill. I think I can. I've drastically changed both ends of the spectrum. I've got better torque both in the first gear ratio. I think it's 13 to 1 instead of 9 to 1 or something like this. And the back end ratio too, rear differential. Oh, we should have running lights on. Oh, 60. I have to speed up to 60. Okay, cruise control at 55. We'll see how we do here. That bottom thing. That's fuel. And blue. Oops, there we go. Let's get the voice back on. I had the voice off. I was coughing. So that guy did let me out, possibly because he was looking at a ICBM broadside. So I'm out of the snow in regular land, on regular pavement. I've got the ETS mod for dry pavement as opposed to snow, which still makes it a little... It plays with the physics of the cab to make it a little more realistic, and it also plays with the adhesion to the road. Let me show you what Eddie's thing does. Tweak. So, provides dry surface traction, slightly reduced, so your choice of tires becomes more important. Changes the shape of the brake strength characteristics. And increases the rate at which they heat. This to be the cool. Increased cabin pitching. Mass of the truck provides more driver movement. So, an active, a more active ride. I think at one time it was too active. Oh, a sec. And we're back on. At one point it was too active, and I think I hit something, and then the whole truck just went into a feedback loop and started dancing around, rather than just sort of bouncing and quietening down. And there we go. Let's drive some more here. Oops, ah. There we go. You have to get above 30 for that to work. For some reason. Well, there are probably a number of good reasons. Yeah. There we go. Running lights. And we're heading out down the highway. Looking for adventure. I don't have the open window. Well, I haven't enabled a button to control the window. Good. What do I have spare here? No, that's the... It's a horn. That. Nope. That's that. Nope. Nope. I'm looking at all the buttons. Nope. They're all in use. Sat outside for hour and a half, a couple hours. Sat on the my little back porch in the shade briefly, and then decided to move out in the sun. So sat in the sun with my magazine and coffee and read. Got bit on the ankles a couple of times by little tiny black spiders. Put on some spray, and then it was getting too hot out there anyways. And there's still a cool breeze. It's maybe 18, 19 in Ottawa, which is okay, but quite a breeze, so. Oh, there we go, we got auto braking on again. It's not bad. I think that's auto Jake. Let's see what we have at options for the truck. Automatic engine brake. That's what it is. Don't have a Jake, so I'm going to case of this truck, we use the retarder. That whining noise, it's a transmission, the brake on the transmission rather than engine originator brake, and it comes off because we wanted to go 65. Okay, is this a big hill? No. Now, how mountain is this? Now, see if we look at the world map, we see where we're at. We were up there. Sure why there's a gap there. Oh, I know why there's a gap. That's where there is a gap, a real gap. There's a river and bridge out. So what you have to do is drive around in unmapped territory. So we've gone, sort of gone, kind of down a southward direction. Now we're definitely going here. We'll go across. I think there's going to be hills anyways across here. So I'll see, and I have an opportunity to test out my newfound setup. 840, I think went from 840 to 900 horsepower, but I'd gone from, I think, from 760 to 840. I still need that extra bit, and the transmission, like I said, I've really gone to a torque or fuel economy, but okay. Right now, if you look at the fuel economy, you know, 182, 282. The average is 50, but that's a long-term average. And this is the highway. So, good thing I paid attention because we seem to go around a rock. Not sure why. The rock perhaps has maybe significance. Maybe it's the place where some czar made his last stand against the proletariat or something. I know. Hey, Centauri, how are you? So I'm driving in Russia, Russian open space. Again. I wanted to do some trains this weekend. I can't because it's broken. I get out of memory errors when during the loading scenario process, initial startup. So I have no idea why. Tried to do a restart, like I did a reinstall, but still broke. These are roads in Russia. Whoops, that was my trailer. Going ka-clunk. The trailer I have. I'm pulling this thing, which is a 103-ton Topol-M RT-2PM2, which is an ICBM on a mobile, and I'm hauling it around the countryside. And we are here in Russia. I'll show you. Yes, it is an ICBM. Yes, it is. I don't know. Kind of black humor on my part. I enjoy pulling that around Russia. I guess because it's a really heavy load. It's 103 tons and it's long. It doesn't self-steer at the back. So we started off here, the motherland, and we're heading eventually across all these bits and pieces. There's Schisselberg. St. Petersburg, and down eventually into Poland, Szczecin, close to Hamburg. So that'll be the trip. Hopefully we can make the whole thing. Yeah, if they want to get us somewhere, just launch it. R. Okay, we did a save here because we might want to. That's loud. Depending how steep this hill is. Oh, it's not a bad hill. I'm looking for a steep hill to test my new gearing. This is not that steep. We've had worse. So the first few chunks of this map, just until I think just before the last city I stopped at, there was snow. Everything is covered with snow, and I had the mod by Eddie Yance from the workshop. It's it's a winter mod for physics, which makes it feel more like you're driving on snow. Now we're just back to the regular one. Oh, I always forget that it's just the next thing. Okay, so 65. So it's a nice day here in Ottawa. It's just 11:17 in the morning, and it's sunny, cool-ish. It's maybe 18, 19 out there, but it's going to be, I think, 22 today. I thought I'd drive for a while, and then I gotta have a shower, have some lunch, and write some more postcards and stick them in the mail. So yeah, I know you're 12 hours, which is, and I think my friends in Sydney are Sydney's. I think Sydney's 14 hours. So in Sydney, it's Monday. I'm looking for a steeper hill, and I'm hoping I find a steep hill. I want a really gnarly one. A really good steep hill, so let's do a save here. Just in case we have a hill coming up. You know, I think I gotta take off Auto Jake because I often want to just get rolling fast going down a hill. Let's take this. Whoops, let's back up here to where the trucks are. Automatic engine brake. There we go. Your fave K-pop girl group new album soon. Ah. I was reading an interesting article in the Guardian Weekly that I get a paper copy of, talking about the switch to digital economy, the switch to digital life that's even more so. And where people have been and probably will continue to buy more and more things online. But then it talked about, the phrase was privileged people, because you need to have good high-speed access and you need to have a credit card. And it talked about the online economy. It's easy for some people to sit at home now and just order from their convenience of their computer from Amazon, but that still means Amazon has to have a warehouse that's stocked with the not so privileged working for minimum wage. So they were saying the switch to a more digital economy, to people working from home if they're office workers, could be lead to more inequality, potentially. It's an interesting way to look at it. They're not that steep, but they are hills. But I want a really, really big hill. Yeah. They're also talking about, you know, abolishing police forces, telling Minneapolis you have to abolish your police force. Well, no, what you really have to do is you have to abolish the police force as it is now. Okay, maybe this will be an opportunity for... There's a chopper up there. Okay, what's this get us here? Oh, okay, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Now I suspect that the, you know it's a good hill when parking brake doesn't hold you. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, 2 feet. There we are. 1 foot on the brake. Okay. Interesting. We are running, are we? Oh, we weren't running. Why were we not running? Okay, C1 for crawler. What happens if we take the brake off now? Oh, okay. Oops. Well, that's why I did. It is heavy. I've really backed down. I've got like a crawler gear and stuff like this. Oh, actually, I'm possibly. Possibly if I back up into the mountain enough. There we go. Okay. All I had to do was just back up into a few cars so that they would hold me. That was the problem. I couldn't hold myself on the hill. Okay, so before I could not do that with this transmission. I could not start. I could not keep rolling on a hill, so at least I could do that. Obviously, I leave a scattering of... I think there was a cop car there, too. Sorry, my dudes. Yeah, crawler gear is lower. There's C1, C2, and then there's a regular gearbox. So I think the crawler has a 13-to-1 ratio or something. And before I had a 9-to-1. So 13 revs of the engine to 1 rev of the drive shaft. So yes, this is heavier than the game should be doing, but that's why I like pulling this one. This is the only really kick-ass heavy thing. And this is part of Russian open space, so if you you look here at the cargo weight, there's a bunch of them all wandering around through Russia. The next heavier thing is a 72-ton Leaper, and this is courtesy, I think, of Jazzy Cat's trailers. I think I'm going into Germany, so that's going to have to be unpopular, taking a ICBM into Germany from Russia. I'm sure people are going to be annoyed. There will be protests. But thank you for being along for my experiment. Here we go. Get back inside the truck here. Can my younger brother is a missile operator in the Army. Ah, excellent. I guess. What's a job? Excuse me. Excuse me. Now, I guess that's not really a transferable skill once he finishes his 2 years. So, what do you put in your resume? Well, but I assume by being a missile operator, I assume that he has training in mechanics and I don't know, electronics. So a lot of things that are transferable to other industries, but tank driving, yeah. I never got a chance to drive a tank. I shot a tank from a tank, whatever the Canadian old Sherman tanks, whatever the hell they were. When I was in cadets in my teen years, we went down to a base, and the guys in the morning got to drive. The guys in the morning got to go to the range and shoot the tank gun at targets, old cars and stuff. Yeah, it was a long time ago. Yeah, you're right. It was decades ago. Yeah, it was the main cannon. So he shot the main cannon of the tank. No, whatever would have been the main cannon in the 60s on a slightly used tank. And the other half, they were driving tanks. And then the idea was we'd switch, but we didn't get the drive because it turns out the guys that were driving the tanks in the morning, they burnt the clutches out on all the tanks. So there's a lot of inertia in a tank, especially these old tanks, and they probably weren't. I'm guessing they probably weren't synchronized either. Manual, not synchronized, so you'd have to double clutch. Now, I'd learned to drive on my grandfather's Land Rover, which was not synchronized, and I could double clutch on that, so I probably would have done okay if I'd had a chance, because as you well know, and I knew theoretically, you don't have a lot of time to shift. You know, you get up to speed in first gear, and then while you're trying to figure out where second gear is, well, you've slowed down again. Yes, this is cadets. I was in the Army cadets. They allowed us to do this. They went and we slept in the barracks overnight. We drove down, I guess we drove down Saturday, slept in the barracks, and then did our stuff the next day or something, and then drove back to Kirkland Lake. 3 or 4 hours. It was fun. Things were different in the past. I was in the I was in the militia reserve. I guess. Well, it was a reserve. I guess it was a militia, less than reserve. And I played in the band actually. But I remember we had the the World War II wool uniforms, picky wool uniforms, little berets, and you had boots, and you had putties that you wrapped around the top of the boot and the bottom of your pants, and you needed to, and they wanted you to make sure your pants, like your wool pants, they had to hang straight. So the way you make your pants hang straight is use bicycle chain. No, I wasn't around in World War II. These are after World War II. You being cheeky? No, these were after World War II. I was born in '46. Come on now. But I remember, yeah, we had you'd have a length of bicycle chain that you'd make a circle and wrap some tape around it to hold it in place. Just gotta, and then you'd put that inside the pants above the putties, and the weight of the bicycle chain would hold the pants down because they got then smaller at the putties, and then it would keep them as a nice tube, a nice looking nice and straight. So, hey, Christian Jackson, thank you very much for the follow. Bike chain? Well, yeah, but it didn't matter. This was sort of parade. This was so it looked good. So yeah, bicycle chain, like not a motorcycle, like a pedal bicycle. So length of pedal bicycle chain, just taped as a hoop, it's a circle, like this diameter, or whatever diameter the cuff, whatever diameter the bottom of the pants was, where before it got wrapped up by the putties. Oh yeah, getting ready for parade, using Brasso on my on your flashings or whatever the hell you call all that shiny stuff on your uniform. Those were the days. We got paid. I forget how much. Nothing, not much. And after, you could go in the mess, and you could have a beer even if you were underage. I think the drinking age then might have been 18, but so even if you were underage, you went in the mess, and they would let you have one or two beer because they figured, well, you're not going to run amok. Yeah, no, this was not ceremonial. This is just you went on parade, okay? Like there was a parade every, yes. Yeah. Everybody'd line up. You get inspected, and then you do the band practice. And then you would go in the mess. The older guys would play hearts. You'd have your beer or whatever, and then you'd walk home. When I was, before that, when I was in Toronto, I went to Malvern High School for grade 9 and 10, and they had quite an active militia. It was one of the things you could join, like a club. And they had a shooting range in the basement. So you could they actually gave students 22 rifles, and you could compete in the basement of the shooting range. Malvern High School in Toronto, from what I read, it's in a it's in a poorer neighborhood now, and they still have guns, but they are carried illegally by students in the school. So oh, nice hill. There we go. Coming up behind you, 100 tons. Don't worry about it. Don't want you to get worried. And there we go. Definitely got up. Definitely got up that hill. Yeah, ICBM coming through. Geez, I didn't have enough. I didn't have as much momentum as I thought. I think correct me if I'm wrong, but on this map, this chunk here, there's a place where there's this place here where the road is just not there, and you have to go around and follow a road that you can see on the ground but not on the map. And there's a couple of places where there's bridges under construction that you have to sort of scrunch your way up across. There's a couple of places where there's an ice bridge. I think up in here, I'm not sure where it is. This will be covered with snow and ice too. One of these routes, what I should do is fly here and then do a go-to and then drive out of here. Because one of these, you actually follow a river. You'd drive on the frozen river for quite a bit of the road. Just kind of cool. So yeah, no trains until I get the out of memory problem fixed, or until DTG fixes it. I put in a trouble ticket yesterday, and I got an automatic response saying, "Hey, we hear you," and also saying, "And we're busier than normal." I guess because more people are playing the game, or maybe they brought out an update and it screwed everything up. So I do hope I get it sorted because I enjoyed playing the trains. I was thinking I could maybe do another install where I delete the Railworks folder. Uh-oh. I don't think I did that last time. Okay. Good night. Good night, Centauri. And have a good sleep. Ta-ta. I'll have a good day. You have a good night. So, gas station, my friends. Good idea, but got 100K worth. And if it's not too much of a... There we go. If it's not too much of a twisty, gnarly road, we should be able to pull into the gas station fairly easy. What I'm going to do, I've got to make a coffee. So don't go away, my friends. I'm going to make it. So here we are, back in the truck. And back on the highway and looking for a gas station. Because we have got the red gas gauge, which we know is a bad idea. I'll gas up, and actually what I'll do is I'll gas up. And sit. Oh, okay, there's something ahead. A skidder? For logging? I don't know. Some kind of tractor. Ooh, please get rolling, buddy. I don't know. It's got a interesting thing at the back to hook up to. Okay, we're going like that. We really should have planned that turn better, but look how they put the light. I mean, they put the light post on purpose right there. Oh, let's go into gear. That'd help. Ah, going from here to there, whatever that is. I have on this map used the Google Translate that uses your camera. You can actually load that app and point the camera at whatever language, and if you download the appropriate database for that language, it'll do it in real time. It's kind of neat. See the image on the screen, and then the letters shimmer, and just like magic, oh, that's what it says. So we're not using brakes here. We're keeping momentum going. Right? Keep her going here. Keep her going. I think we're okay. Well, okay. We need to slow down a bit here. What's my 125k? Okay, well, I'm sure we're not 125k away. Over. Okay. Probably should have slowed right down there, but can't afford to be generous with our feelings here. Okay, full brakes, full brakes, full brakes, full brakes, full brakes, full brakes. Nobody trying to pass me. Nobody in that lane. Still full brakes. And 103 tons. Okay. Am I there? Oh, no. Okay, that's why. Okay, so what did I have? I had enough for, 32 kilometers. I was 10 liters. It's kind of down to the bottom of the barrel, right? Or we're good now. We'll get worse mileage, I assume, because got a bigger engine. Got 52 per 100. I'm not sure when this gets reset. Maybe when you pick up a cargo. Right now we're doing 2.7 liters per hour because we're not moving. Okay, now. Oh, I was going to change the clock. Damn. Well, we'll drive until it gets too dark and then we'll change the clock. Dang it. So I've got what? Well, 160 hours, which is 160 times 6 minutes. Six sixes are 36, and 6 nines, so 96. $960. Divided by 6, 96 divided by 6 is 160, what, 16 hours? I think we got 16 hours. I think that's our thing. Because we multiply that by 6 and divide it by 60, so that gives me the hours. So we got 16 hours left to drive in the game. It's a 10-to-1 ratio. That would have been easier to remember. And we can go faster. Okay, good. So we're out of the, if you notice, we are out of the northern snow and endless dark brooding forest of conifers, back into the happy land of the pastoral land here. Oh, and partway through the winding road it says, oh, by the way, it's going to be winding road? Yeah, good, thanks, buddy. Oh, and here's the other gas station. I didn't want to go here. Didn't really need to go here. Oh, it's that place, whatever that place is. That's where we're going. Oh, we're a little better. We got a little bit more acceleration, but still not a hell of a lot. As we drive through Russia. Nice big electrical towers there. A Kodak moment, I think. So that's road noise that we're hearing. The engine smaller than this had a, sounded like a supercharger. There was a nice wheeze to it as it changed gears. You know, revved up and they go psh. Nice. Oh, 50? Why are we 50 here? Construction, I guess. Oh, we got another little dude on the road here. What if this is a construction detour? Hopefully there's nobody coming because I'm not really sharing the road, am I? There. Glad I persuaded you to stop. I probably could have done it, but some lunch, I think a couple of wraps. meat and cheese and mayo and greenery, maybe some pickles. Put it all on the plate. Sit out on my little porch. That sounds interesting. After my coffee, though. What time is it now? Noon. A half hour before this coffee's gone, so that'll probably be about right. I really should be playing, I keep saying this, I really should be playing Hunter Call of the Wild. I've not played that in a while. It can be fun to stream. It can be not fun. I mean, not fun for people following it, because if I do a lot of walking around and don't see anything and don't shoot anything, it's boring. Maybe I'll try that after lunch. Think about it. To me, I got a fairly decent loadout figured out for Layton Lakes anyways, which is the Pacific Northwest. And I think the game, they've gotten rid of a lot of the glitches, like tracks disappearing and stuff like that. Not quite as frustrating as it used to be. Getting dark here though, isn't it? Oh, that's interesting. It's midnight. Why are we in the land of the midnight sun suddenly? I think we were before. Sun's coming up behind me. I think. Oh, you don't want to pass me, do you? Apparently you do. The gas station? No, we're good. Not a lot of little towns and villages in Russian open space. That's the only problem. It's a lot of, and even when you come upon a town, sort of got one couple. Nothing. See, you don't even really see them until you get off map. Okay, bunk, 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 bunk. Eventually you get into more of them, but was it getting later? Darker or brighter? Uh-oh, sneak. It's hard to tell if the sun behind me is setting or rising. I guess it's rising. Let's see. I'm driving. What direction am I driving? I'm driving south, actually. That's strange. That the this is supposed to be the midnight sun type effect. Whoop, 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 whoop. Watch the back end in the shrubbery there, Gramps. Oh, we are towing. This is our cargo. If it looks like an ICBM, that's because it is. It's a Topol-M. 103 tons. Bit of a strain for this truck, but we've managed to get 900 horsepower and a nice low end, high torque transmission. I can still get stuck on a hill. The main, actually, the main problem on a hill is the brakes won't hold the truck on a hill. The next time that happens, I should do a save and try it without the mod. Without the physics mod that reduces brake effectiveness. There we go. 100 tons of fun. Going 100K. So that's 10,000 kilometer tons. Whatever the momentum. Mass times velocity. I'm not sure what the unit is. Other than kilogram, you know, kilogram hours per meter. Kilogram kilometers per hour. Yeah. I don't know. Is this maybe the sun's over there? Let's go without the lights and see what happens. think the midnight sun would have to be in the north, but it was snowing and it was simulated winter, I think, so maybe that's the problem. I don't know. It's a long and winding road here. Where am I going to go to? I'm going to go to, maybe I'll just go to a town and then I'll stop at the next town, wherever the next town is. Like Surgut. Yeah, let's stop at. Got it, Surgut. Well, we get a resting spot right there. Maybe. Get a gas station. Not desperate gas stations. We could try the resting spot. I won't be really resting though. I'll just be going off to make lunch and do other shit. Oh, okay. No, it's just that dappled was from the sun. I thought it was a bumpy road. Nope. Some lights might help. Like that. Strange lighting. Usually it changes fairly quickly from day to night. Sunrise, sunset usually goes fairly quickly, and it's not this time. I'm not sure why. Perhaps it's hard to tell. I'm not seeing the sun in the mirror as high as before, but it could be just the angle I'm at. Oh, see, time it's going to be 4 o'clock by the time we get there. 4 a.m. Hard to tell whether the sun's higher or lower behind me. I think lower, but it's the east. No, it's the north. Brakes. As it was, I was going too fast. So. Braked for the corner down to 87. And it's supposed to be 70. Sec. Don't go away. Got a little here thing. Okay. My daughter wanted to do a chat, I think, with the kids. I think there was a pause up here somewhere. Is there not? Was there not a resting place? Let me see what there is here when I get into Surgut. World map. And yeah, right here. I'm gonna get right down here, right down to the corner. There will be a resting place, I think. We'll see what it is. Oh, I think it was ANC and a resting, so maybe it's a cop shop. Bus passing me on a curve. Changing its mind. As I tend to wander around a bit on the road, and the AI has limits as to how much room it has. It's like, oh, never mind. Wait a minute. I think the sun actually is going down here. I think we just are so off on time zones. I'll have to check that out. Oh, see? Yes, as I thought. Yeah, can I park my missile here? Well, this is going to be interesting, because look what's going to happen. Let's just put it here. Even if I just put it like this, we are going to screw the world up for everybody. Know what I mean? Even like that. No, that's not bad. Sort of parked okay. Yeah, I can back up a bit. That much. Okay. Ah, thank you for the cheering with bits. Heinrich Gallendorf. Thank you very much. I'm just fading away now. My daughter, it's noon, just after noon here in Ottawa, and my daughter messaged me. I think it's time for me to do some FaceTime with my grandson. So that was good timing. I appreciate that. And I'll be on later on today, probably, maybe driving some more. Maybe driving more in Russia with my 103-ton ICBM. See. Anyways, thank you very much, my friends, for following me, for viewing, for cheering, for chatting. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay away from each other, and catch you again. So, ta-ta for now.